Europe is in our rear view, so far behind you're about to see it slip over the horizon. We are so far beyond the liberal attitudes of Europe. In fact, the French are now saying, don't go and try to be more like America. And not because of our freedom, because of our insanity. Let's look at abortion and the stats, where we are compared to Europe, because a 15-month or 15-week ban on abortion is much closer to Europe.
Yeah. So, for example, there's a bunch of states that there are no time limits at all. Completely legal any point in a woman's pregnancy. Washington, New Jersey, New Mexico, Colorado, Vermont, Alaska. Just a surprise.
Alaska, no, Alaska is,
No, that's a red state.
Hey, you might be dinner for, it might be a second course with a polar bear. So whatever you want to do. I mean, it's...
it's so cold. It's really unfair to let him be born.
Yeah.
I think it's better
I think it's just this, you do what you do, leave me alone kind of attitude.
The baby has something to say about that.
Yeah, it does. But
some other states, just to give you an idea where we are in America. New Hampshire, legal up to the 24th week. Virginia, 25th week. South Carolina, 20th week. Iowa, 22nd week. Every state basically is 20 weeks or later. Obviously Texas is in a kind of a weird legal status right now. But what is Europe like? Let's start in England here, just to give you a sense of that region. You have up to 24 weeks in England, but no time limit if there's substantial risk to the woman's life or massive problems with the pregnancy. Okay, so that's about our policy, roughly.
Yeah, congratulations.
The Netherlands, on-demand abortion until the 21st week, if you can get it up to the 24th week with medical reasons. Okay, roughly our policy, but that's where we are now. Socialist Sweden, which is not really socialist, but that's what they love to say, allows abortions till the 18th week of pregnancy and bans most after the 22nd week.
My gosh, why do they hate women in Sweden?
If you are in a 4-week gray period, the woman can get abortion only if it is approved by the National Board of Health and Welfare. Can you imagine telling women in this country on the left that they have to go to the National Board of Health and Welfare to get approval for their abortions? That's Sweden for you. Spain, 14 weeks. They will allow up to 22 weeks with cases of fetal deformities. In Denmark, abortion is available on demand up to 12 weeks. Afterward, exceptions are made for cases of rape, threats to women's health, and risk of fetal defects. Germany, abortions after 12 weeks are banned, except for cases of serious threat to the mother's physical or mental health. Women who want a first trimester abortion are subject to a mandatory 3-day waiting period and a counseling session.
Is that in Germany because, I don't know, they were, not giving any anesthesia and just taking the baby out of women, back in the 1940s, and they're like, these kinds of things probably don't work out well. We should probably kind of calm down on that.
Yeah. But I mean, think about that. That makes Germany more restrictive than Utah.
Wow.
Right? I mean, so this is like not even close.
Wow.
In Belgium, it's abortion legal till 12 weeks after conception, and it is required for women to have 6 days of counseling prior to the abortion.
How dare them?
Can you imagine that being proposed in this country?
Wow.
In fashion-forward France, yes, it is legal up to 12 weeks. Later stage abortions can be allowed if 2 physicians certify that abortion will prevent grave permanent injury to physical or mental health, life of the woman or child will suffer from an incurable illness. In Finland, abortion also available up to 12 weeks. Again, these are all more restrictive, not only than the United States, but of the Mississippi law that is controversial right now and may or may not be approved.
We are in the category. I mean, we're just out of this category, but we are closer to North Korea and China than we are Europe.
Yes.
I mean, as far as the West is concerned, we are way out of step. Way out of step.
Finland, abortion available up to 12 weeks. Again, more restrictive than the Mississippi law. And a woman has to provide a social reason for seeking to terminate her pregnancy. such as extreme distress or having at least 4 children.
Why are they trying to stop women's reproductive rights?
Right.
Why don't they want women's health care?
Amen, brother.
Why?
And if you're a 5th kid, you got to be like, wait a minute.
Wait.
I'm a reason for an abortion? Like, if you
Well,
anything over 4,
I could probably make that case.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, only around the time they're teenagers.
Right. In Italy, a woman has 90 days from the date of conception to request an abortion. Under the law in Italy, the termination must be due to social, family, health, or economic reasons. You can't just do it. In other words, you have to come up with a reason. And look, are people going in there and giving BS reasons? I just can't afford it and getting it? Probably, but we don't require that. You just get it whenever you want. In Switzerland, abortion is legal up to 12 weeks if a woman files a written request stating that she's in a situation of distress. Then the doctor has to give her comprehensive information about the procedure. Then the doctor has to discuss the decision with her in detail. Then the doctor has to give her an information sheet with the addresses of counseling services where she can get moral and material help to be informed about adoption.
Wow.
Can you imagine that proposal?
No.
In this country. In Portugal, a woman can get an abortion only up to the 10th week, and that's after a mandated 3-day waiting period. Abortion is illegal in Poland except for rape, fetal malformation, or serious threats to the woman's health. Andorra, abortion is illegal in all cases.
Okay, in Andorra,
the bewitched mom? That's really that is weird.
Well, didn't know she had her own country.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Plus, then she would have aborted the bewitched lady.
What the hell is Andorra?
It's a very tiny,
Okay, I think when we get down to Andorra, we got the point.
How about this? Ireland was illegal completely until very recently. Now they've given it to the 12th week, but still, that was this big win in Europe.
Yeah.
Liechtenstein. There are exceptions. This policy is great, though.
We got it.
No, you got to hear this policy. Because it's illegal in Malta, too. I won't even give you that. But in Liechtenstein, it is illegal unless you have been raped and you're under 14 years old. So if you're 15 years old and you get raped, no abortion for you. But if you're 14 or younger and get raped, then it's legal. Every other case, it's illegal.
That would cause rioting in this country.
Rioting.
Cities would burn to the ground.
Yeah. Cities burn to the ground when you don't have Pop-Tarts.
That's true.
I mean, geez.
That's true.
And that's a legit reason.
Or you win an NBA championship then, too.
Right? I mean, good or bad. It's an American tradition. Let's burn everything we love and make our life great. Let's burn it to the ground. Jeez.
It's amazing, though. I don't think the American people have any idea that's the status around the world.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Because they don't even know that we are the greatest place to live even today. With all of the crap, we are still the best place to live as a human being. And nobody even knows that.